Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you've been doing great. I decided to switch up my look because I've carried this for too long and I'm tired. So let's switch it up a bit. So I decided to do something different. I'm going to be braiding my hair or plaiting it. I'm going to put the style somewhere up here so that you guys can see it and just have the concept of what exactly we're doing today. This hairstyle does not really have a name that I'm aware of. I just came across it on Pinterest and I've seen similar ones and I really loved how artistic it was. So that's what we're doing today, and we're going to be using some hair extensions for this particular style. By the way guys, can you see how my skin is glowing? It's shining. I'm sure you guys can see it. Is it just me? If you've not watched any of my videos on skincare, make sure to watch that. I'm going to link it in the description box below if you're interested, and if you want more tips on skincare, then let me know. So let's get back to what we're here for. So I'm using this hair extension. It's one that I had lying around and I really wanted to try this hairstyle. This is all of it that I had. So I was going to just put it at the ends of my hair, not throughout the whole plait. So I'm cutting it in 4 parts. I'm cutting it now into 2 equal halves and then cutting it again. So this is what it looks like after I've done the cutting twice. And then what I'm going to do is to pluck it. You could actually find pre-plucked hair extensions at your local hair store, but mine wasn't pre-plucked, so I'm just going to pick it out. And the way you do this is just to pull at the tips of the hair as if you're picking on a thread on your clothing or just trying to pick up a feather. So you're not going to pick a lot of it at once. It's almost as if you're not picking anything. This is just to make sure that the hair mimics natural hair appearance and doesn't have a fine line passing through when you're done with your plaits or braids, whatever it may be. So I'm just using some oil on it to add some shine, and you don't want to put too much so that it doesn't weigh down the hair. The hair has to remain feathery. Emphasis on feathery. Yes. So after I've done that, I'm now going to pick out the portions that I would like to add to the hair, and this is what I decided on, so that when I start adding it to my hair, I'm not separating it from the bunch and doing all that. So after I did that, I realized that it was a bit thicker and I had to still split it in 2 because it was too thick. And then I started on partitioning my hair. So for this hairstyle, there are 3 partitions. There's the part that falls backward, single braids. There's the middle part that comes inward as if you're to say a clap. In Nigeria, we have a hairstyle called clap or something. So the hair comes from outward inward, and in the front the hair is single as well but falling forward. This also mimics a childhood hairstyle called Love Come Down, and I really loved it. So in that hairstyle, you had plaits at the back, short cornrows for the back section, and then you had the clap in the middle as well, and then cornrows coming forward. So it was really cute for children. Anyways, not to stray too far, I've made it the first section at the back and now I'm trying to make the second. So I like to just use my hand to partition because I cannot see the top of my head. So I just try to make a random partition first of all with my hand so that it's easier for me to use my tail comb or pen in this case to partition, and it will come out a bit clearer and better. If you could do a better job, guys, go ahead, be my guest. But this was the best I could get with this one. Sometimes I hit the jackpot with these lines, at other times they just don't come out as I would like, but then I try to get it as good as possible. So now that we're done, I'm putting the first 2 sections away and working with the back. I'm applying some coconut oil to my scalp because it's good to just oil your scalp before you make braids. Naturally, the whole process of touching, pulling, and braiding could strip your hair of oils because you're sliding your fingers throughout. And also it's just best because it helps your hair to grow better and to be and there to be less friction during the whole process. So it helps a lot for so many reasons. So I'm still going ahead to part this back section into two so that the braids are not too big. And after I've done that, I'm going to make the small portions on which I will make the individual braids.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings. Did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe.
I have some got-to-be glue and I'm using this on each braid just to put all the hairs together so that it has that neat appearance and just to hold it all together nicely. So I've braided the hair up to some point. For me, I was braiding up until the point where just before my hair started becoming really thin, just before getting to the ends, and then I started adding the hair extensions. So I did that up to about 3-4 times to get the braids to be long enough so that I could roll them up into the hairstyle that you saw earlier.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings. Did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe. Send message after message.
After I was done with the braids, I made a knot at the end like you see me doing here. And this is what you're going to do throughout for every braid, whether it's single like the ones at the back or the ones that are going to be flat in the middle. When you're done, make sure to make a knot. This is very important because at the end of it all, you're going to bond the tips to keep them together, and so that when you roll up the hair, it's going to look neat in between. So I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 more examples of the braiding process before I go off and come back. So I'm done with the back here, and this is how long the hair is. Let me go a bit forward so that you can see it better.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair.
So I think you could have a better feel of the length from here. And this is the front section. I decided to braid the hair up to where I will be adding the braids, the hair extensions here, so that I could sit down for a while, not just stay in front of the camera, and then come back and add the hair extensions at the end. You could do the process either way. You could braid and add the extensions at once, or you could do this if you want to have that feeling of moving faster. Because I don't know if it was a bit faster, maybe for me, but you might not feel that way. So do whichever feels best for you. So what I did in the front was to make an arch in the front of my hair. The partition for the front is not straight like the one at the back. It's arching from my temple, from the right, and curving about the crown of my head, and then into the temples at the other side. And then I made columns of sections in the hair, and then started partitioning that into the boxes for the braids.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions.
So you want to take care to make your braids. For those of you who don't know how to make braids, you're just going to partition that section into 3 equal parts and then start braiding. If you want a proper video or tutorial on how to make pleats or braids, please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to show you guys how to do that. It's quite simple and it's a very, very essential skill if you have the time or if you like doing stuff with your hands. So yeah, let me know and I'll be ready to make that video. So this is what the process was like working on the front section.
It's like a pair of puppet strings. Did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe.
So this is the front all done. This is the front, and I just started counting the number of braids here. So I have 12 and 16, about 16 individual braids in the front section. You guys, I couldn't stay to show you guys all of this on screen because I worked on this hair overnight. So I just left this one strand or this one braid to show you guys. And after you've done the whole braiding process, tied the knot at the end and burnt the tips, you want to trim off the strands of braiding hair just taking out on your braid so that it looks neat. That's just what I'm taking my time to do here, and that is what I did for each one of the braids on my hair. So after you're done with that, be careful not to cut from your own hair. So I just did that for the part that is extended. You can see the bund section here. So what I'm doing is rolling it up. If the hair was longer, you could make it tight from the beginning, but I'm giving some space in the middle so that it looks as wide as I want it to be. And I'm just going to roll it up gently, holding the hair firmly together as I roll up. So keep rolling. Don't get tired. If it falls loose in your hands, don't worry. It has happened to me many times. Maybe not in this particular video or example for you, but it happened a lot. So don't feel stressed out or like you're not achieving much because it falls out. You could just start rolling again. And you roll it up to the point where you are satisfied with the length of the braid. For me, this was okay. And then what I did was to go in with a needle and thread. So I already had the threaded needle here, and this is just threaded once, but you could double your thread or fold it in two and thread your needle so that it has a firmer grip. And what I'm doing is starting from the end where it could unravel, and I'm putting the needle through from the inside out, and then I'm going to do that on the same spot, like when you're starting a stitch on your clothing. I'm going to do that on the same spot 3 times before I continue to stitch around the whole, what do we call this now, a coil. So around the whole coil, let's use that word for the sake of this tutorial. But one thing I didn't mention to you was I made a knot on the thread, of course, before we started this. If not, you guys, the thread is just going to pass through, and you want to make a French knot. So you're going to make the knot at least 4 or 5 times so that it's thick enough to stay on the braid without passing through.
Easy on me, babe. Send message after message, forward my calls. Next day you hit me back like nothing happened at all. What about all the things you used to say to me? This ain't the way it's supposed to be. And you know I wouldn't do that to you. You know I wouldn't treat you that way, no. I've been running, can't catch up. Oh love, what I won't do. Oh, you got me chasing waterfall. Oh, you got me chasing waterfall.
And this is it. We're done, guys. This is it. This is what we're looking like. Skin is skinning and hair is hairing, I believe, in my own eyes. I think I'm too excited with how my skin and hair looks together today. But yeah, the hair turned out pretty nice and really unique. I also went ahead to add some gel around the parts of the hair that were out on the roots, just to put it all together, and then use my Hawaiian silky herbal mousse to keep the hair firmly together. This is one product that I love when I was natural, and even now that I have relaxed hair, I still use it. Nobody said there's any product for just natural hair. You guys, I don't think I've said it on this channel before. Disabuse your mind that there's a product for natural hair or a product for relaxed hair. It's just how you use it and the quantity you use per time, and then of course the ingredients. So you could use natural hair products on your hair and you'll be just fine. So just know that your hair is lighter and you should use a little less of it, maybe coin sizes, depending on what it is. So yeah, I did that and still oiled my hair to add some shine, and this is the look. I'm going to attach some pictures for you guys to see me outdoors and just see how the hair looks outside of the video. I hope that this video was interesting. I hope that it also taught you properly how you could achieve this hairstyle. If you liked the video, make sure to leave your comment in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe as well if this is your first time coming across this page. Hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Stay happy and stay excited and blessed, and I'll see you in my next one. Rita signing out. Peace.